Nigeria spent more than 2.3 trillion naira on fuel subsidy payments and deductions from crude oil revenues in 2021, according to fresh revelations before the Senate Public Accounts Committee. The disclosure came from the chairman of the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Dr. Mohammed Bello Shehu, during the committee's ongoing investigation into audit findings contained in the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative report covering the 2021 to 2023 fiscal years. Dr. Shehu told lawmakers that 1.16 trillion naira was paid as fuel subsidy, while another 1.20 trillion naira was deducted directly from crude oil sales proceeds within the same year. He further disclosed that the Federation recorded an additional 16.2 billion naira in losses linked to crude oil and petroleum products, spent 22.5 billion naira on pipeline maintenance and repairs, and committed another 6.75 billion naira to maintaining strategic petroleum reserves.
And on the subsidy of PMS, which represents the difference between, of course, actual annual cost of imported PMS and government-regulated retail price, was 1.43 trillion between February to December 2021, based on the PAC post-mortem subcommittee analysis for the period under review, which they also call it value share cost. Prior to the removal of PMS subsidies, NNPC as a supplier of the last resort adopted various petroleum product supply arrangements, which includes direct product importation, offshore processing arrangements, crude oil swap arrangement, and subsequently the direct sell purchase arrangement. But it is important also to mention that rampant, we don't have knowledge of the various companies that were involved in this subsidy arrangement. I'm sure Haiti should be able to provide the list of all the companies that benefited with this. And there is also a little bit of difference between the Haiti report, I think, starts from February, from March here. So they are missing out January and February. But if you add it up, we come to the figure of 1.48 as against 1.61.
Attention also shifted to the Central Bank of Nigeria, where lawmakers demanded explanations over alleged unauthorized transactions involving government funds. Members of the committee questioned CBN officials on the safeguards protecting public accounts, with Senator Agom Jariwe seeking clarification on whether withdrawals or transfers could occur without the required approvals and due process.
Possible for CBN to transfer funds from an existing account domiciled on CBN without the legal signatories to that account. I ask this question because in line with sections 9, 4, and 9 of the PIA, the sum of $270 million in dollars and 272 billion in naira was taken from that account without the legal signatures. And we know that the Executive Order 9 took effect from the 13th of February. So this fund was paid into the account before the 13th of February. So nobody should proactive. And even at that, the legal signatures to the account should have affected the account. I want to find out why. Thank you.
The committee also postponed consideration of a submission presented by the Niger Delta Development Commission, saying members required more time to examine the document before the agency returns for further scrutiny next Wednesday. Lawmakers equally expressed displeasure over the failure of the Auditor-General of the Federation to appear before the committee or send a representative. Chairman of the committee, Senator Ibrahim Dankwabo, warned that the Senate would not hesitate to exercise its constitutional powers to compel the Auditor Auditor-General's appearance should he fail to honor the next invitation. The investigation, driven by findings in the NEITI audit report, is focused on revenue remittances, deductions from crude oil earnings, and the overall management of public resources in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. With hearings set to resume next week, lawmakers say they remain determined to establish accountability and recover every kobo of public funds found to have been improperly managed.